How do gay or lesbian couples meet and then date and then, you know? It seems to be just like straight couples, more or less.
I met Marcus in the Honolulu Men's Chorus. I was hired as the accompanist, and Marcus sang bass. There was an attraction there, and I kept wanting him to ask me out, and he didn't, so I asked him out.
You know, one date led to another, and it's kind of like, okay, so started a kind of, I guess we kind of grew on each other, and I said, well, okay, I think this is it. I think this guy's the right one.
And then we moved in together in the spring of '98, and have been together ever since.
I met Kaleo at the hospital that I work at. He was visiting and taking care of a friend who was terminally ill at that time, and we met in passing. I didn't believe in love at first sight, but that's what it was love at first sight. Our eyes met, and it was like looking into his soul. And ironically, that morning I had prayed about it. I asked God if it was in His will to send the one that was for me. We dated for 2 years before we got married. We hope to adopt children and have a family.
In any relationship, straight or gay, it's the values and the strength of the relationship that seem to matter most.
The greatest strength that I have with my husband is that we're able to communicate with each other. Communication is the key to any relationship. The biggest strength that we also have is that we have God in our lives, that we are both very, very faithful to each other, and that we also have a strong spirituality, a strong bond.
The greatest strengths that Marcus and I have are honesty. Marcus has this amazing ability just to cut through all the camouflage and all this little sidesteps. Brutally honest.
What makes a marriage, or for that matter, a good marriage?
We got married, we had a wonderful wedding. And it's funny because our wedding, we actually had 95% all straight people. You know, we only had a 5% population that was gay.
My husband and I are very strong as a couple. We have a lot of love inside of us. We're always there for each other, as a couple should.
I could never even imagine and fathom looking at him and, you know, cheating on someone or cheating on him or anything. That just would never happen.
The most evident legal challenge that I have is the prohibition of being married and not being able to share that and celebrate that relationship publicly in a marriage. It's very offensive to me.
How do we threaten your marriage? It's because I'm not a woman? We can't procreate? That's nonsense.
Marcus has seen me at my best and at my worst. He's the one that I live with. He's the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I hope that he and I can grow old together and drool on each other at nights.
I'd die for my partner. I don't know if that's commitment enough. I'd block the bullet, and I sincerely believe he'd do the same thing too. I hope he would.